Dez Bryant slaps Cowboys with harsh Mike McCarthy reality. The Dallas Cowboys dropped to 3-5 after their latest defeat, a 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The season is spiraling out of control for Dallas, a team that had set its sights on a postseason return and a deep playoff run. While frustrated Cowboys fans are directing most of their criticism at quarterback Dak Prescott and team owner/general manager Jerry Jones, head coach Mike McCarthy is also receiving his share of negative feedback. One notable figure who believes McCarthy's time with the Cowboys may be running out is former wide receiver Dez Bryant, who shared his view that any chance of winning a championship under McCarthy is over. "If I'm being honest, the window has closed for a Super Bowl chance with McCarthy," Bryant wrote on X. He added, "My honest opinion, I think the boys need to move with time." A new philosophy in Dallas. "I'll go get one of these outstanding college coaches and build from there," he wrote. The Cowboys will have the chance to get back into the win column next Sunday when they host the rival Philadelphia Eagles at AT&T Stadium. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy doesn't have a contract beyond the season. McCarthy does not have a contract for next season, as the deal he signed in 2020 expires after the current campaign. Jerry Jones explained earlier this year that he had confidence in McCarthy's coaching abilities and that his career accolades speak for themselves, via NFL.com. "I believe this team is very close and capable of achieving our ultimate goals, and the best step forward for us will be with Mike McCarthy as our head coach," Jones said. "There is great benefit to continuing the team's progress under Mike's leadership as our head coach. Specifically, there are many layers of success that have occurred this season as a result of Mike's approach to leading the team, both with individual players and with our team collectively. Mike has the highest regular season winning percentage of any head coach in Cowboys history, and we will dedicate ourselves, in partnership with him, to translating that into reaching our postseason goals." Certainly, Mike's career has demonstrated postseason success at a high level, and we have great confidence that can continue. Whether or not the Cowboys decide to extend McCarthy remains an open debate. Dallas Cowboys trade pitch lands $25 million WR amid CeeDee Lamb's AC joint injury. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-5 before Tuesday's trade deadline. The Cowboys are entering Week 10 on a 3-game losing streak. The Cowboys' record might not look like one that should be buying at the trade deadline, but owner Jerry Jones hinted Sunday afternoon that the team could make a trade following Dallas' 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Jerry Jones hinted at a Dallas Cowboys trade this week. Per The Athletic's John Machota, Jones said the Cowboys wouldn't make a trade for a player similar to what Dallas traded for in 2018 when they added Amari Cooper, but suggested a move might be coming. "We got a shot, we think, to improve our roster," Jones said. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, when asked if he's thinking about making a significant trade like he did to get Amari Cooper in 2018, "Don't look for those kinds of things." But he added, "We got a shot, we think, to improve our roster." CeeDee Lamb has an injury. The Cowboys could be looking for help at wide receivers following CeeDee Lamb's injury against the Falcons. Per ESPN's Todd Archer, Lamb suffered an AC joint injury and will have an MRI to determine the severity of the injury. Lamb is key to the offense. He has 45 receptions for 613 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2024. Replacing him in the trade market is impossible, but as Jones hinted, the team can find a player to improve the receiver core amid Lamb's injury. Frankly, the Cowboys were short at receiver before Lamb's injury. Jalen Tolbert is the team's WR2, with 334 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Cavani Turpin has the third most receiving yards, 145, for a wide receiver. Those stats are troubling for a team that is the worst at rushing in the league. Adam Thielen to the Cowboys? The Carolina Panthers are 2-7 at the trade deadline. The Panthers traded Deontay Johnson to the Baltimore Ravens last week. Carolina has one more veteran receiver they should shop before Tuesday, and he could benefit the Cowboys. Adam Thielen has just 8 receptions for 109 yards and 1 touchdown in the 3 games he's played in. He's working his way back from a hamstring injury that put him on injured reserve. The 2-time Pro Bowl receiver has 656 receptions for 7,805 yards and 60 touchdowns in his 11-year NFL career. The 34-year-old receiver had a 1,000+ yard receiving season in 2023, so he should still be helpful on a team with Dak Prescott as its quarterback. Per Over the Cap, the Cowboys have $20 million to spend for the remainder of the season. They could easily afford to take on Thielen's salary, as the All-Pro signed a 3-year deal worth $25 million in the 2023 offseason. The Cowboys need outside help to start winning games if they hope to make the playoffs, something Jones pretty much promised the fanbase when he said Dallas would be all in for the 2024 season. The Cowboys' next contests are against the 6-2 Philadelphia Eagles, 6-3 Houston Texans, and 7-2 Washington Commanders. Sending a Day 3 pick to the Panthers for Thielen could keep the Cowboys in the playoff chase past Thanksgiving. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy hits breaking point on sideline versus Falcons. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy is at the top of the hot seat list midway through the 2024 season and is beginning to feel the pressure. McCarthy could not help himself from allowing his frustration to boil into anger on the sidelines in Week 9 against the Atlanta Falcons as he slammed an iPad into the turf. McCarthy was reacting to his team's failed fourth down attempt in the second quarter, resulting in a turnover on downs. The play was an attempted end-around to CeeDee Lamb, who was stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a short loss. Linebacker Caden Ellis was the first man to reach him and was later joined by Jesse Bates III and D. Alford. At halftime of the game, the Falcons led the Cowboys 14-10. Kirk Cousins accounted for both of Atlanta's first-half scores, hitting Drake London and Darnell Mooney for a pair of trips to the end zone. The Cowboys' lone first-half score came on an awkward pass from Dak Prescott to Rico Dowdle in the end zone. As the play broke down, Prescott lobbed a high pass to his running back, who bobbled the ball multiple times before securing it off his back. Mike McCarthy's contract will end with the Cowboys at the end of 2024. With the way 2024 has gone so far, many Cowboys fans are pushing for McCarthy to lose his job before the end of the season. McCarthy's relationship with team owner Jerry Jones makes it unlikely that he will be fired mid-season, but the longtime head coach's contract will expire at the end of the year. Jones has a clear soft spot for McCarthy, but the team could move on in the offseason if a better option presents itself. Before accepting the position with Dallas, McCarthy served 13 years at the helm of the Green Bay Packers. He was fired during the 2018 season. McCarthy is currently in his 5th season with the Cowboys. He signed a 5-year contract in 2020, 1 year after the team relieved Jason Garrett of his duties at the end of a 10-year run.